not a skid flip per se, but it reads the mid lane strong like an asymmetric ball should. But it just, I really like how it rolls over into the pins. It just runs them over when it gets down there.
Yeah, it goes through the pins really, really nice. It goes through the pins the right way. But you're right, I'm with you. It really chews up in the mid.
Yes.
But what's amazing is how super clean for an asymmetrical ball it is through the front part of the lane. So with that, me being a guy that kind of rolls it a bit, I can still maintain and retain enough energy to get that ball to go through the pins the right way.
Yeah,
but I really like the way it chews up in the mids.
Yes, but a lot of times people don't like asymmetric cores because when they move in, the ball quits.
Right.
It reads the mid lane strong, but it quits. And you've moved in and hooked it and done just about everything you wanted to do, and it still continues down lane.
Yeah, and if it starts to go a little bit, I just keep chasing it in, and I haven't run out of lane yet. And I'm standing now on like 39. I still have about 6 or 7 more left to go before I have to dodge the ball return. And the ball is showing no resemblance of a ball that's losing any energy.
Correct.
So it looks phenomenal from start to finish.
Let's talk just a little bit about just pin carry, what we were seeing as far as the pins moving around. What did you notice about his pin carry?
Well, what I'd like to say is because it's so good off his hand now, every time it strikes. But to me, I just really like how, because to me, when a ball reads the mid lane strong and still continues, it goes through the pins extremely well. And that's been the secret of all time, to me, to get your ball read soon enough, but it still has to continue down lane. And if it does that, you slap the tins, you rip the racks, you get all the off hits. And that's what this ball is doing.
Yeah, I've thrown like 30 shots and I've left 2 10 pins, and that's it.
Correct.
So I've got 28 out of 30, without exaggeration. And so you're right, Del. I mean, you got to get it to true up soon enough, not early.
Correct.
But get it to true up soon enough so it'll read the mids properly, and when it reads the mids properly without hooking early, it's going to go through the pins the right way.
Still continues.
Yeah, we took it from 1,000 to 4,000,
yes.
And the ball actually looks like it has polish on it. It doesn't.
Zero polish.
So it's quite a unique cover stock from that aspect. But there's no hook early in that cover.
No.
You know, the other thing about it is the change of direction down the lane is not that big sharp L. And I think that's the reason why I've only left 2 10 pins in 30 shots, is because of the direction that it's going through the pins.
Creates good angle, yes. I mean, he struck enough there, it made me want to drill one.
You better get one in your hands quick.
Yes.
It's definitely a great ball for your average league bowlers, your high average league bowlers. Obviously, I made it look pretty good, or maybe I should say the ball made me look pretty good. But yeah, it's versatile.
Yeah, you even moved right and went straight with it.
I did. I moved right and I took my hand out of it and went up the boards. It still cleared the front super clean.
Yep.
I moved in and I tried to kind of circle it a little bit, and it was for me, it just kind of went through the front part of the lane the same way every time, no matter what I did with my hand.
Yes. And we're kind of on a high friction surface too.
Right.
And we're on a high friction surface, and it cleared the fronts, no matter if you're going straight or moved in and over.
Right. And so what I like about that asymmetrical core is that when I'm going straighter with and I take my hand out, I move right and I get into a little more of the dry part of the lane, but the core is strong enough to read the mids, no matter if I'm going really straight and firm, or if I move in and start circling.
Yep.
Introducing the Lucid from Storm Products. See what the pros are saying on Twitter, #StormLucid. Available October 2nd.